107.9 WWPH.
Worldwide radio from the studios at West Windsor Plainsboro High School's North and South, 107.9 FM, WWPH, Princeton Junction.
Welcome back to the Fantastic Five show. This is your engineer, Natalia, and I'm joined by
Saharsh.
And we'll be right back in the Fantastic Five show.
Doctor, my heart hurts.
Well then, Jesse, let me check it out.
What's wrong with me, Doc?
Well, Jesse, 107.9 FM obviously isn't first in your heart.
What's 107.9 FM?
Well, only the best station ever. So, Jesse, tune in to the station that's last in the dial and check back with me in a month. One month later.
How is it, Doc?
Sounds like you're cured, Jesse. And the moral of the story is...
always tune into the station that's last on the dial, but first in your heart, 107.9 FM, WWPH in Princeton Junction.
Are you okay? I am so tired. I just ran the mile in gym. Do you need some water? I don't have any. Water is super important in everyday consumption. Here, have some of mine. Make sure you have water throughout the school day and bring a water bottle to school. This is a message provided to you by 107.9 FM WWPH in Princeton Junction.
107.9 FM in Princeton Junction, home of the pirate and the knight of our West Windsor Plainsboro district, and the it girl of our teen generation.
Welcome back. We're going to get started with some yoga classes that are going to happen in the future in West Windsor Plainsboro. A local resident shared a calendar listing for a community event called Jenna's Gratitude Yoga Class, which is all about enjoying a mindful practice out in the fresh air. That particular session is happening on Saturday, June 6, 2026, and it kicks off right at 11 a.m. The class will be held on the beautiful grounds of the Velden House inside Herrontown Woods, located at 452 Herrontown Road in Princeton. If you can't make it this weekend, don't worry, because this is actually a recurring weekly series that meets up every single Saturday morning from June all the way through November. Because the whole point of the class is to immerse yourself in an outdoor nature experience. The session is completely weather permitting, so you'll want to check for rain before heading out. You don't need to be an expert yoga to participate before the class is designed for all skills levels, meaning everyone from absolute beginners to regular participants are welcome.
The main goal of the event is to offer a peaceful, nature-centric experience where you can stretch while being surrounded by the local woods. The event itself was posted directly to the Princeton Patch Community Board by a local neighbor named Hope Van Cleef. If you want to check for updates or read upon more about this, you can find extra details on their website at herrontownwoods.org. That is HERRONTOWNWOODS.org.
Yeah, so I think this is such a great idea, especially that summer is coming up and the sun is out and all of that. And it's so great that there's going to be a lot of yoga classes till November, which is a long time, so you don't have to worry about missing 2 or 3 classes, because it's still going to be a long time to go for them to stop the classes.
Yeah, it's definitely a good point how they're keeping this running for quite a long time, because as you know, we all have pretty busy schedules, like whether it's for parents, whether it's for kids. They're all of them tend to be pretty busy over the summer, so they can't always attend like something that would be just like once and then that's done. The fact that it's recurring, not only is it good because it gives people multiple opportunities to attend, it also keeps it consistent, which is good because, with yoga, it's a pretty healthy thing to do each day to maintain a healthy lifestyle, and consistency is usually the key with stuff like this, so it's good that they're doing it pretty often to keep people active this way.
Yeah, especially like you said about family stuff that would happen like during the summer because it's really normal, like children, I don't know, like summer courses like for school, especially for future high schoolers too, because I know that a lot of freshmen are like putting a lot of option 2 courses and all of that, so they get more classes in before freshman year starts. And also vacations too, because it's so common for people to go someplace for summer. I think that's one of the most common ones, because even though you don't do anything, you always try to like do something, even though you can't go place to place, like something around your community. Like where I live near Plainsboro Plaza, so probably during the summer I'll like ask my friends to hang out at my house so we can like go to the Plainsboro Plaza and eat something or just hang out there.
Yeah, that's definitely a good point. And like usually when it comes to summer, like, you know, especially when it gets really hot outside, people tend to like, you know, not really go outside as much. They just like stay at home and do whatever it is they do. And then, you know, that's not entirely good because, you know, if you're not active, you won't be like healthy and all that. Yoga's kind of like, you know, I wouldn't say a replacement, but it's somewhat of an alternative to like traditional exercise because you can still maintain a healthy lifestyle by doing so. Like, you know, because a lot of yoga has to do with like stretching and you know, overall enhancing endurance, breathing control, and all sorts of things. So it's definitely a good alternative to do over the summer.
Yeah, I think I never been to yoga classes, but my mom used to do some during COVID, so at home, and I would always like watch her trying to do like those exercises. And there was this time that I tried once, and literally my back was hurting after. I was like, how do you do that? Like, even, like, as an athlete, like, the stretches that I do are not the same. Well, like, overall. Like, if I'm playing basketball, obviously the stretches that I do, they are really good for, like, I don't know, someone that plays volleyball because they use also their hands. But the stretches aren't the same because the point of the stretching is to stretch the muscles that you use, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Definitely, the stretches we are normally accustomed to prior to doing, like, whatever it is. Compared to, you know, a stretch that we do in yoga are definitely completely different things. My parents actually do yoga every single morning. They make sure to do that. They sometimes force me to do it over the weekends, even though I don't like it, because, you know, it's definitely healthy and all that. But I definitely do get shocked with how much they can, like, stretch and how much they can like hold their breath for, because, you know, it's just something they get used to after so much practice.
Exactly. Now we're going to move on to something happening in Princeton, an evening dances, which is called an evening of dance, which is a summer performance scheduled for Sunday, June 7th, 2026, with the show starting at 7 p.m. The collaborative outdoor performance brings together the talent of the American Repertory Ballet and the Princeton Symphonic Orchestra. Maestro Rosen Milanov will take the stage as the conductor to lead the live musical arrangements for the evening. The showcase is explicitly designed to celebrate exceptional and graceful pairings of classic music and professional dance. Audiences can expect a seamless blend of live orchestral symphonies tightly synchronized with live ballet choreography.
The collaborative effort aims to celebrate the arts by utilizing a shared grand stage for both musicians and dancers. Young guests between the ages of 5 and 17 receive a 50% discount on the tickets when they're accompanied by an adult. Seats can be secured but only by visiting princetonsymphony.org/festival or by calling the box office directly at the following phone number, 609-497-0020. Once again, that's 609-497-0020.
I think this is such a cool idea also to go to, and also like the yoga classes, but I'm more like a dance person, so I'll definitely like keep this in mind. And the best thing is during the week of Independence Day, because the Independence Day is July 4th and this is June 7th, so probably there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be outside and thinking like to do something And this is so much fun, especially that's in Princeton, and a lot of people, like students from college, just like wander around Princeton. So I think this is such a good idea to just like fresh out and like stop thinking about like schoolwork. So I think this is such a great idea.
Yeah, you definitely raise a good point. What I also find unique about this is how it's going to be like more of like a shared thing for both musicians and dancers, because usually in performances it would either be like, you know, musicians performing like, you know, with their instruments on the stage right then there in and of itself, or it would be like dancers who are like dancing to music that has already been pre-recorded beforehand. But this one's pretty unique since, like, you know, musicians are going to be playing at the same time as the dancers dance. So that's definitely something that I haven't seen or heard of in any performance before.
Yeah, you had a really good point of that. And even though like a lot of people don't like dancing or just don't want to dance like overall with their friends because probably they're embarrassed or they're just shy, which is really common and normal, it's still like there's gonna be a symphonic orchestra event, so you can just watch the orchestra. Like, I don't think you have to go there because you have to dance, you know. I think it would be better to like watch the orchestra if you don't like dancing.
Yeah, definitely that's good, because like you said, you know, a lot of people, they don't dance or sing or do stuff like that in front of their friends because you know, they're shy or embarrassed or afraid of criticism and stuff. So it's also good that they're allowing people to stay and just like watch the other people perform, because in that case, if you're too shy to actually participate in the events yourself, you could just watch everyone else showcase their talents, and especially if you're a kid, you know, between 5 and 17, you also get a discount on those tickets.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm really glad that whenever I go someplace and I have to pay for a ticket, my sister, because she's like under 13, or when she was a baby, we would have discounts. Even for Disney, like normally, like babies, they don't count. And even like planes, when you go like from a country to a country or even a state, like the babies don't count. And it kind of makes sense because when I was little, I used to travel a lot, and it kind of makes sense. Because I went to Argentina, I went to Disney, I don't know how many times. I went to New York, because I used to live in Venezuela, and my last birthday there was when I turned 5 years old. So I moved to Costa Rica for 7 years, and then I lived in the U.S. for, I think I'm gonna have 5 years. I'm really not sure, because my family is those type of families that move a lot, but now we settle here and hopefully we stay here.
Yeah, that's definitely a really cool experience to see how, you know, you've been to so many places. It's also definitely good since, like, you know, babies, you know, they don't take up much space. Like, if you notice in planes, like, you know, parents, they just like hold the baby in their hands and stuff. So it's good that, you know, they don't really have to pay extra for like another seat, since it really doesn't make sense buying a whole entire seat when the baby likely isn't going to be, you know, sitting in an entire plane seat by itself.
Yeah, definitely. And now, hopefully this information really help you guys to, like, I don't know future activities, upcoming activities that are going to happen in the future. And if you haven't planned anything with your friends, you should definitely go to either the yoga classes or the an evening dances. I think that's the title, right?
Yep.
Yes. And we'll be right back. Okay.
6, 7, 8.
107.9 FM
Is the hottest station around. Listen to 107.9 FM, WWPH in Princeton Junction.
This is Natalia on 107.9 FM. After 2020, which was when COVID started, a lot of young adults had to stay home for safety measures. Young adults started to use their phones as a way to entertain themselves during that year, which increased the percentage of young adults in different websites and apps like TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat. Nevertheless, it gave negative outcomes to young adults' brains in a way that their critical thinking decreased compared to before COVID started. I think that phones can bring positive and negative outcomes depending on how you use your phone, because a lot of students use their phones as a researcher of knowledge and others use it as a consumer of time by watching videos and stuff that doesn't help them for their future and development as a young adult, including that the creation of AI will massively impact anyone that has a phone or electric device globally. And also it will change how they think, elaborate, and how they use their time daily. Therefore, phones can be helpful for young adults depending on how they use it. This has been Natalia on 107.9 FM.
I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. In the 108, the greatest station. Feel the goosebumps with our great music in the great 108.
107.9 WWPH.
Your community, your world, your radio station. 107.9 FM. WWPH in Princeton Junction. The Flash.
Good afternoon, this is Natalia with the 107.9 FM Campus Flash for Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. High school Norris seniors will be in Disney for the rest of the week. Make sure to contact Kimber Gann for more information regarding to the trip. Local families will meet on June 14 to register for a 6-week summer camp that offers fun science projects and morning tutoring. In other school and community news, community members will attend a school board meeting this Friday to demand better transparency from district leaders. The group wants clear answers about how the district spends tax money on sports programs and school building upgrades. Visitors will gather Thursday for the square after sunset, featuring live music and activities. High School South graduation ceremony will start at 2:30 p.m. till 4 p.m. Students will start a coding camp on June 29th. The classes teach kids how to design their own video games. Taking your local weather, is currently 74 degrees, it's sunny outside, and a look ahead for low temperatures starting at 8 p.m. This has been Natalia with your 107.9 FM Campus Flash for Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026.
It's always better listening to 107.9 FM, WWPH in Princeton Junction.
Welcome back to the Fantastic Five show. Now we're gonna play a little game called charades. Hopefully you guys remember of my past show, but instead of Saharsh, because we only did Saharsh, we're gonna do now me. And the topic is animals. Okay, let's start. Okay. I'm really bad at this game, so like if I don't
I'll
get
try
it,
to give good
okay.
hints. Tusks. Arctic, brown, mammal.
Sea lion?
Close.
Seal?
No. Starts with W.
W. I don't know.
All right.
What was it?
We'll go. It was walrus.
Oh. No.
Ocean, big.
Whale?
Yes.
Okay.
Tiny.
Ant?
Yes.
Oh.
Ink.
Ink? What do you mean by ink?
Deep sea.
Oh, octopus?
The other one.
The other one? I know what you're talking about. Wait, what was it?
It was squid.
Oh, yeah. But I know what you were saying. I just forgot
Long. Hiss.
the name. Hiss, long,
Poisonous.
poisonous.
It's a snake.
You just said, it's okay.
Tadpole.
Tadpole.
Amphibian.
You're
kind of slimy.
snail?
No. Like, webbed feet.
I don't know.
Okay. Bird. Okay, whatever. Alright. That one was macaw. I was gonna go with like colorful bird.
Oh, okay. Wait, your clues are really good, but they're so like...
Niche.
Yeah. Like, I thought when you said slimy, I thought it was a snail. Because like, it's not slimy. But that's okay. Okay, thank you for tuning in, and this has been your engineer, Natalia, and I was joined by...
Saharsh.
And we'll be right back. Tune in to The Great 108.